This is my very first throne, so to speak, and you'll see that there is the crown being delivered over to our Alliance Castle. Now, WAO is actually the alliance that we all merged under to make a super alliance, and we really didn't have anybody that really tried to take us down or give us a real fight. There was a couple people that kind of lost a little bit, but I want to go back and show you a couple of things since this is my first time doing this. We pretty much, about 8 hours before Throne, covered the area all the way around the edges. And what that did is it kept anybody else from having to port in or being able to port in. And I was pretty much right here. And let's see what we got going on. That guy lost a lot. He thought he was going to take the tower there. Thomas lost a lot. Let's see where he's at now. He lost about 400,000 power. HKG, they took 2 of the towers. They were huge help. The interesting thing that I found about this game that's different than any other game is you can take all these towers, and this is all based on points. So for instance, if you hold the throne here in the middle for the majority of the time, it's called the Royal City. If you hold it for the majority of the time, you get the points. Nobody else can take it from you at the last second. Whereas in other games, it's whoever's holding it at the last second of the actual time. And normally when you hold the towers around something, it somehow shoots something at the main throne. In this game, that does not happen, which is very interesting. Also, another thing that's different about this game is no matter how long you've been, if you notice this guy's burning, and he's been burning since we got there. I hit him first, and then everybody else kind of hit him. The guy quit some time ago, but the interesting thing about this game is, even if you're on this black dirt, or whatever you want to call it, if you're hit and your defense is destroyed, let's say, and I don't, by defense being destroyed, I mean like if you lose the attack 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 times, it does not port you somewhere else until your defenses for your castle are at 0, just like if you were hit somewhere else, such as over here, which I find to be very interesting. So now, before we had to hold the area for about approximately 3 hours, and it's whoever has the most points gets to actually have the throne sent to their Alliance Castle. Now, with that being said, the Alliance Castle, then, you put as much as you can inside here, and that pretty much gives you, yeah, please forgive us, we got a whole bunch of really crazy names in here, but we figured this is the very first throne for us, we might as well do something fun, and so that's exactly what we did. But you want to fill this up so that if anybody attacks you, you don't have to worry about any of that stuff. What did they just say? Let's see, what is this? I don't know. Oh, who knows? Oh, I am so tired. That's one thing that this game will do to you. But just wanted to kind of share with you a little bit about this because it's very interesting how different this game is compared to any other war game I've played. It seems very similar to Game of War and a splash of like Clash of Kings, but then you get into the actual details and the workings of the game, and there's actually some massive differences. So I like this game better than any game I've played so far, but just wanted to kind of give you the breakdown of this. Now we have to hold this for 4 hours, and then by then we'll be all done. So let me see if I can find something, one last thing before I shut everything down. Sometime today, please. Let's see. let's see. Oh, that's coming. Not really seeing what I'm looking for, but that's pretty much my little breakdown on this. Just something quick. Wanted to show you because I think it's very, very important to understand the way the game works. I came into this understanding that whoever the first person in the castle or throne or tower was had to have the biggest stronghold, or not stronghold, but their um, war hall had to be the biggest. And that's not how it is here. Everything stacks. So as long as a person with a big stronghold gets in there, then it adds to it. They don't have to be the very first person in there. So the actual amount of time to fill up stuff changes because you don't have to wait on one person to shoot all their troops in. So hope you find that helpful. And I know I haven't really been on very much. Been a little cold here in the middle of the Midwest with all the crazy weather. So hope you guys find this helpful, and happy gaming!